All right, today we're going to get into a really simple, but honestly pretty powerful story. It's all about how to handle that constant noise inside our own heads. It's got a young guy, a wise old teacher, and, believe it or not, a single glass of water. So let's just dive right in. So let me ask you this. Does your mind ever just feel like a storm? Thoughts just swirling around, worries crashing in like waves, and there's this background noise that just will not stop? Yeah, a lot of us know that feeling. And that's exactly where today's story begins. Okay, so let's meet our main character. He's a 24-year-old guy named Marco. And Marco, well, he's got a problem. His mind is just always on, always racing. It's restless, full of thoughts, and it leaves him feeling completely drained and just uneasy. You see, Marco is basically trapped. He's stuck between two places, but he's never in the one place that actually matters, the present. He's either thinking about his past, which, just makes him sad, or he's stressing about the future, which makes him anxious. He is everywhere except right here, right now. And it's gotten so bad, he's actually forgotten how to even smile. So, he hits a wall. He's at his wit's end. But then, he hears about this wise old man, a former psychologist, who now lives a super quiet life up in the hills. And Marco thinks, maybe, just maybe, this is it. This is his chance. He knows he has to find this man and ask for help. So after this really long and exhausting journey, Marco finally gets there. And he finds the old man, just like he'd heard, sitting peacefully on his porch, totally serene. Marco walks up to him, lays it all out there, and just asks, "Can you please help me find some peace in my heart?" And the wise man agrees to help, but not in the way you'd think. There's no big speech, no complicated theory. Nope. Instead, he gives Marco a very simple and kind of strange task to do. This whole task is all about focus, total focus. The wise man hands him a glass of water that's filled right to the very brim. So full that even the slightest shake will make it spill. And the instructions are simple. Walk all the way to the other side of the village and come back. The challenge? Don't spill a single tiny drop. And this is just such a perfect picture of our daily lives, right? As Marco starts walking, he is surrounded by distractions. The road's packed, people are rushing all over the place, shopkeepers are yelling out, dogs are barking. But Marco? He doesn't notice any of it. His entire world has basically shrunk down to the surface of the water in that glass. So he finally gets back. He's so proud of himself, holding this still full glass of water. He walks up to the old man and says, "I did it. I didn't spill even one drop." He's feeling pretty good, thinking he's passed the test. But the real lesson is just about to start. And this is the moment. This is the big reveal. This is where the wise man pulls back the curtain on the whole task and shares the real secret to finding peace. The old man just smiles. He doesn't even ask about the water. Instead, he asks about the world that Marco just walked right through. He says, "Did you see the little kids playing on the side of the road? Did you happen to hear the dogs barking?" And Marco's answer is immediate. He says, No, I didn't see or hear anything at all. I was only focusing on the glass." And right there, that simple answer, that's the entire lesson. So the old man explains this really profound truth. When your mind is completely 100% focused on the present moment, there is literally no room left for anything else. No fear, no confusion, no extra thoughts. It's kind of like you're overriding your brain's autopilot. Neuroscientists actually have a name for this. They call it the default mode network. It's what kicks in when we're not focused on something, and it lets our minds drift to the past or worry about the future. By focusing so hard on that glass of water, Marco basically just switched that network off. And in that quiet, he found peace. And just like that, a light bulb goes off in Marco's head. It all clicks. He finally gets it. Peace isn't something you go out and find. It's something you create right here by anchoring your mind in the now. I mean, just look at this transformation. The guy who showed up all restless and worried is now leaving calm, changed, and peaceful. He wasn't given some magic pill. He was just shown a tool that he had inside him all along. He now knows how to quiet the storm. And that's really the heart of the whole story. Peace isn't some external thing. It's not something you find in a quiet village or from a wise man. It's right here. It's already inside all of us, just waiting for us to access it, the moment we decide to focus completely on whatever is right in front of us. So this all brings us to one final and I think really important question for all of us. When that storm in your mind feels like it's just too much, what is that one thing you can focus on so completely, so intensely that everything else just melts away? What is your glass of water?